It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Today, we are outside of Studio E. Remember this sign? Haven't seen it in a while. We made this at the Painted Peacock way before pandemic times. And it's still there, looking all beautiful. And we're behind the purple door. Now, we're going to go inside Studio E today. However, let me preface this by saying it doesn't look the way it normally does because we're working on a special project. Now, here's a little thing that you might not know. The marketing department at WNCT in Eastern North Carolina CW runs and puts on the East Daily Download. And because of that, there's also other projects, kind of behind the scenes promotional pieces and commercial pieces that we work on. And right now, one of those promotional pieces is set up in the studio. So we're going to kind of go behind the scenes, take a special look at it. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be a really cool project. I think you're really going to like it. And you know what else you're going to like? Today's episode. So stick with us. We'll be right back. Here we go.
Now downloading People and Places.
The aviation industry is taking off in the East.
A lot of jobs being created here across Eastern North Carolina.
And that's evident at one particular fast-growing business at the North Carolina Global Transpark in Kinston.
The 7th largest aircraft charter company in the country, based right here in Eastern North Carolina at the Global Transpark. So I think people will be really surprised to know that there's one that big happening right here.
Owner Jim Seagrave started Fly Exclusive 5 years ago after he sold his first charter air company to Delta Airlines. The company offers customers private flights for business trips or vacation getaways, all while avoiding the hassle of flying commercial.
We have airplanes all over the country. They're a floating fleet. We've got 48 airplanes right now. They're literally all over the country. There are probably not anywhere in the country that we can't touch within about an hour, hour and a half.
The company employs about 260 people, many of them based right here in Eastern North Carolina.
Everything is dispatched and controlled from here. Operational control is 100% in this building. So an airplane can't move if we don't have a flight dispatcher dispatch it, send them a trip release, and 100% of that happens right here in Kinston, North Carolina.
So what we have up here in real time is where all the aircraft currently are across North America. The planes in blue are actually in flight all over the country right now. So all centered and commanded right here out of this room in Eastern North Carolina, here in Kinston at the Global Transpark.
Former Transpark Executive Director Alan Thomas now works for Fly Exclusive. For Thomas, being a part of something homegrown means a lot.
This is really a testament that you can do this in Eastern North Carolina. Just from the vision, just from an idea, be an entrepreneur and be able to do something that's competing on a global level.
And that means Fly Exclusive is rapidly expanding.
I think we'll take this thing in the next 5 years to 100 airplanes.
Soon they'll fly customers to and from Europe. But that doesn't mean the company is jetting off to another location. For Seagrave, it's important for Fly Exclusive to continue to grow where it all started.
Very important. I was born here. This airport, it gave me a chance to grow the business and has supported me along the way. The North Carolina Global Transpark has been terrific for the business and supporting our growth. And so we want to stay right here at home.
Dr. John Silvernail says he isn't surprised Pitt County case numbers are rising as more people get out and interact.
The stay-at-home order was really about cutting down the height of the wave. It never was about reducing the total number of people who would get sick.
Pitt County has almost 600 confirmed COVID-19 cases. Silvernail says only 172 are active.
As we move around, we will continue to see cases. Yes, if you look at it as a rolling average, our numbers are up. Our numbers are also up because there's been some defined outbreaks in local nursing facilities.
Silvernail isn't concerned about people traveling and bringing the virus back to Pitt County.
I think there's capacity in our system. I think we're seeing disease occur at a rate that will allow us to ride this out without overwhelming our health system.
But Silvernail says it's still important to take proper precautions.
I would continue to be mindful of your social distancing, especially when you're around folks that you're not normally around. I do encourage and would encourage people to wear masks in public still.
Silvernail warns people to stay home from the celebrations if they can't practice social distancing and wear a mask. In Greenville, Caroline Boyer, 9 on your side.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. We are in Studio E, behind the purple door, on the other side of this door that has East Daily Download stickers on it. So I'm going to hold off on the reveal of what this all looks like right now to build up the anticipation a little bit. But it's different than it's ever looked before because it's being used for a special project right now. So we're kind of limited in how we move about the set as normally we would. But you know what we're not limited about? What we have on today's show. We still have a lot of great stuff to get to. And real quick reminder, see this thing? It's a phone. iPhone, Android phone. It doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. You can access the WNCT mobile app on this phone. It's free at Google Play and the App Store. And here's the great thing. It's got all your local news from WNCT. It's got your local first alert weather. It's hurricane season, so that's really helpful. And it's got the East Daily Download, so you can watch this or any episode that we've put on since August 19th of 2019. And the fourth thing is it's free, so it's a win-win-win-win-win. Is that 5? Anyway. Okay, why don't we check this next story out, and I'll see you back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Campus is quiet, but in a little over a month, students will be back for class. On June 22nd, ECU released its official plan to reopen the return of Pirate Nation. But around 300 faculty members have their names on a petition saying that plan isn't good enough.
One of the reasons I signed it was because I was concerned about the limited shared governance in some of the decisions that were being made with the reopening.
Not enough faculty input is the reason an unknown group started the petition. It asks for 7 different requests from the university, including a free COVID-19 testing system for teachers and staff, necessary funding for effective online teaching, and clear procedures for addressing cases where students and employees don't adhere to CDC guidelines. But there's one request Associate Professor Ann Tickner believes is especially important.
Supporting instructors in making their own decisions about teaching online or face-to-face without having to disclose any personal information or justify their decision.
ECU's interim chancellor Ron Mitchelson responded to the petition in his most recent town hall address. In part, he said he appreciates faculty members sharing their concerns and that several items listed in the petition are already being addressed.
If you're a parent who's providing an essential service and need childcare options, call our hotline today at 1-888-600-1685. We'll help you find the childcare you need. Brought to you by the Martin Pitt Partnership for Children.
Greenville Sanitation Manager Delbert Bryant says preparation is key in fighting off the biting bugs.
Mosquitoes will be with us. We can protect ourselves from them. We need to educate ourselves. We need to do the 3 Ds.
The 3 Ds.
Defend, drain, and dress appropriately.
Defend yourself by using insect repellent, drain standing water around your house, and dress in light colors. They're all ways to prevent mosquito bites.
Mosquitoes carry diseases and affect a lot of people. Mosquito diseases kill a lot more people than we realize. The disease transmission can easily happen and occur.
Another tip with more Ds.
Avoid being outside when mosquitoes are most active. That's during dusk or dawn.
Bryant says the goal of National Mosquito Awareness Week is to educate.
To make everybody aware that mosquito diseases exist and that they can wreak havoc on communities. Fortunately, education is a big factor in limiting mosquito diseases.
Bryant says he wants people in the East aware of the diseases mosquitoes carry.
Mosquitoes can't transmit COVID-19, but mosquito illnesses can make COVID-19 that much worse. Say if somebody's sick from a mosquito illness or disease, COVID could have a different effect on them.
Bryant says following these tips will help prevent outbreaks of mosquito-transmitted diseases in the community. In Greenville, Caroline Boyer, 9 on your side.
Watch your local WNCT 9 on your side news on our live stream on WNCT.com or on our mobile app.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. So, right now we are behind the special setup that we have. This is the normal set that we have for the East Daily Download, as witnessed by the East Daily Download sign and all the other props that we've got. I wanted to draw out the mystery just a little bit longer to have the big reveal at the end of the show as opposed to near the end of the show. So come back in, let's say, well, no, don't go anywhere, stay with us, but come back and join me here at the very end of the show in a few minutes while you get to see what's going on. See, I've really built this up now, so now it's got to be really, really good. I think it is. I feel good about it. And you know what else I feel good about? WNCT.com. See how I did that right there? Transition. WNCT.com not only has all your local news from WNCT and your first alert weather, hurricane season, daily forecast, tracking the tropics, all that great stuff, but also there's a download tab, and under that download tab you can watch this or any episode of the East Daily Download since we started. And it's also got stories, musical performances, a lot of great stuff from the show. Okay, why don't I meet you in a little bit on the other side of this drop cloth and you can see what's going on. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hollywood hoped to get audiences back in movie theaters from coast to coast next month, but with coronavirus cases surging in several states, plans are changing. The sci-fi thriller Tenet, directed by Christopher Nolan, is now scheduled to hit the big screen August 12th instead of the end of July. Warner Brothers is also pushing the 10th anniversary re-release of Nolan's Inception back to July 31st. Disney's live-action Mulan, once postponed to premiere at the end of July, is now scheduled for release August 21st. COVID concerns led Lady Gaga to reschedule her summer tour. In a tweet, the pop star said she wants her fans to be able to dance together at shows and stay safe, so the tour will take place next summer. Justin Bieber has filed a $20 million defamation lawsuit against two women who accused him of sexual misconduct. His lawsuit calls the accusations that he assaulted the women in hotel rooms outrageous, fabricated lies. The 26-year-old Canadian pop star is asking for a jury trial.
We're the Babysitters Club. Call us if you need us. Bye!
And the popular book series The Babysitters Club is getting another reboot for the small screen. Alicia Silverstone plays the mother of Christy Thomas, the founder and president of the Babysitters Club.
Uh-oh. Someone needs
That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
What is this thing?
It's called the Cosmic Staff. It's extremely temperamental. You blew up a car.
I didn't, it did.
Who are you?
Things could get really dangerous. This is our destiny.
I never thought there'd be another Starman.
Stargirl.
Stargirl, Tuesday at 8 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
With a face mask or without, you can still drink a beer at the Shark Shack.
I would never turn away one of my customers.
Around the to-go restaurant, markers determine the 6-foot distance between people. In fact, the executive order requires people to wear masks where social distancing isn't possible.
So as long as people are respecting each other's distance and being conscientious about where they're standing and who they're speaking to, and I have no requirements for it.
Jean Wilkerson, the owner of Zazzy's Kids, is letting people shop no matter what. Private showings are available for customers exempted from the mandate.
Whether they couldn't breathe or had trouble seeing or whatever, which this can be a hazard, now I'll just offer them, private showing hours.
Otherwise, upon entering her store, she's telling people, wear a face mask.
And I think most of my customers know that. And my new customers, they're going to learn that.
But you will be turned away at Edgewater Linen and Interior if you don't wear a face covering.
I respect their opinion, but this is my store and these are my customers, and 98% of them appreciate it.
The owner only allows 2 to 4 people in at a time, and each person gets a spritz of hand sanitizer. The pandemic is still be felt at retail stores like Edgewater Linen and Interior.
This pandemic has affected myself and many businesses around here.
But other owners say the mask mandate won't be a problem for customers.
We're steadily increasing every weekend, just like our normal routine.
Learn how to make cool crafts on a budget. Check out my weekly DIY series, Let's Craft, every Monday on WNCT.com.
Hello everyone! Today we will be showing you everything we have been working on with our foster, Maddie. These past few weeks, I have prioritized 4 things: the place command, boundaries, engagement, and name recognition. I knew Lara at Quarterback K9 has done tons of work with fosters and has shared some of her experiences and advice on her YouTube channel. In order to prepare for Maddie, I watched a few of Lara's YouTube videos, including how to manage more than 1 dog in the household and helping a dog get comfortable in their crate. I used her method of teaching the place command to introduce it to Maddie. Now we are working on building duration with her place. Several trainers have mentioned how critical it is to teach your dog boundaries, and living in an apartment complex, I knew this was a top priority for Maddie's safety. I didn't want her thinking she could run out the door if she were given the opportunity. Since the very first day we started fostering her, we have taught her to wait at the front door until she is given a release command. Okay, or let's go. We taught this using leash pressure and food rewards. Now, even if the door is wide open, she waits for that release command. After learning firsthand from Dave Herbert at Canine Carbon Training how to build the foundational work for engagement, I've been able to create an awesome relationship with Maddie. The goal with engagement, as I have learned from Dave and several other trainers, is to have the dog value you over everything else. The rescue we foster through, the Haley Graves Foundation, found Maddie before she came to us, so nobody knew what her name was. They decided on Maddie, and I have been working to build a very positive association with her name.
Maddie.
I began with saying her name at a close distance and rewarding with food when she looked at me. I've gradually increased the distance while also increasing the food reward.
Come on. Good boy.
a good time? Look no further.
Crazy.
We've got your good time.
We're just winning today.
Right here.
You got the big deal of the day.
Awesome. Let's make a deal. Weekdays on CBS.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. As always, thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate it. We know you have a lot of options for your television viewing, and the fact you choose the East Daily Download means the world to us. We try every day to bring you a really good show. Okay, speaking of really good, I'm going to back up right now, carefully, and unveil what we have going on here. So this is our homage, if you will, our tribute to the great Time-Light infomercials, songs of the 80s, songs of the 70s, all those kinds of things that you'd see late night on TV. We are doing a series of spots for the greatest sitcoms of all time. Shows like Family Guy, The Goldbergs, Blackish, Bob's Burgers, and of course the greatest sitcom of them all, Seinfeld. So these are the greatest sitcoms of all time to us. We're promoting them that way, and throughout the course of the next several weeks, you'll be seeing a series of spots on the air done with the old Time Life kind of feel to them, with testimonials from viewers, this great artwork that our artist Ashley did of all these cases. Naomi and Bryce and John and Anissa all worked on this, did a lot of great stuff, and it turned out exceptionally well. So we hope you enjoy that. I'll be talking about it more over the next couple of shows, kind of taking you behind the scenes of this. But until then, have a great day. I'm going to go watch one of these shows. I'll see you later. Have a great one, everybody.
Tomorrow on an all-new edition of the East Daily Download, we talk with the Greenville Chamber about local business. We'll have a Down Eats, and we'll continue our look at our new CW promotional campaign. Join us tomorrow for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.